Everything they say about the SCAR needing a longer charging handle to make sure that you don't bust your knuckles on the optic is absolutely true. I just kind of assumed that since I have skinny little fingers, on this day I'd be just fine, and I was wrong. Anyways, these guns are also hard on red dot optics. They can cause the red dots to disappear entirely. They also are famous for damaging night vision tubes. Good thing the factory iron sights are actually quite good. It's got a folding front sight and a rear sight that's a lot like a Johnson light machine gun or FG42. The gas regulator has a setting for suppressed and unsuppressed. And the rear sight also has two settings, two peeps, just like an M16's rear sight, but you adjust the distance just like an FG42 or Johnson light machine gun. I like these iron sights. They're actually quite nice, and they fold down very well, but still, I have a magnified optic on this for the sake of testing. It's also good for this reason that they have an adjustable cheek comb right from the factory, so you don't have to spend money on one. Stock's also adjustable with 6 positions and can fold to the side and lock. That's good for a military application for people getting in and out of vehicles and things like that. So a very well thought out rifle. Let's do a little bit of shooting first. So the recoil impulse on the SCAR is a little bit harsher than an M4 or an M16. I would say it's snappier for sure. But that doesn't mean it's difficult to shoot at all. It's actually quite comfortable. It's quite nice. It's a heavier rifle than an M16 or an M4. This one has a few accessories like a foregrip and some rail covers in the optic, obviously, but none of those really make it unfamiliar at all. It's very handy. It's very nice. I can see myself running this in competition, especially with the factory PWS muzzle brake. This one does have a suppressor adapter on there. But I like shooting these quite a lot. They're very comfortable and overall an enjoyable gun to shoot. The SCAR shoulders very, very well, making follow-up shots, making shots up close, and making double taps on an IPS steel silhouette at about 20 yards or so is very nice, very easy, and very comfortable. Mind you, I'm not a Grandmaster competition shooter or anything, so I was actually impressed that I could throw this optic on there and get behind a relatively unfamiliar rifle and perform very well was surprising. Here I try charging it very slowly again, so I don't repeat that mistake at the first part of the video. And the SCAR's just a nice rifle to shoot. I can't praise it enough. It really is everything that I want in a military-style semi-automatic rifle. It's accurate. I had no problem ringing steel at distance here. And the gun is very cool looking, but what makes it unattractive to me is the price tag. With an MSRP of $3,000 for the 5.56 version and a couple $100 more for the 17, I personally don't see value in that. It's a very, very expensive gun. When you have a brand new Colt 6920 selling for under $1,000, it's going to be very hard to sell anybody on this gun, much less a civilian shooter. Obviously, a government with government procurement and the budget that they have, that's going to be a different story. So I did a quick accuracy challenge here. At about 75 yards kneeling, I decided to print several 5-shot groups, and the results were actually quite pleasing. So 4 5-shot groups kneeling with no rest was actually pretty impressive. Realistically, I would expect to perform this well or poorly, however you decide to look at it, with pretty much any of the SCAR's competitors, the CZ805 Bren, the G36, guns like that. So in the end, I guess if you're asking me, is the SCAR worth the money, I would have to say no. It's a $3,000 gun, and they're currently kind of, it seems like, between import cycles. This gun is brought in batches, it seems. They'll have a bunch of them in stock and then none. You do see prices obviously get below MSRP, but still, even at $2,000, I really couldn't justify purchasing this to most people unless you're a gun collector or something like that. You're a competition shooter and you see that you can run quicker times with a SCAR, then I say go for it. Because I want it or because I can use it to improve my skill set is a perfectly logical reason for wanting one. That being said, it's a great gun, it's reliable, It does everything everybody needs it to do realistically. To me, the value is just not there. Big thanks to Ventura Munitions for helping us out with the cost of ammo, guys. We hope to see you next time.